as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this fucking party started.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Good tackle for a loss there by Kyle Van Noy, and he had his best years in New England. Led them in combined tackles in 2018, and they won the Super Bowl at the conclusion of that season. Miami certainly hopes he can help. A defense that ranked 30th in yards allowed per game last year. They certainly hope he can lead and continue to show plays like that.
This one caught by Beasley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be
That was about to be picked. That was about to be picked. We about to go to the house.
Brings up 4th down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Here comes Grant on the return. A pretty good punt.
Ah, damn, niggas getting hurt like crazy.
12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Damn, I didn't know. I didn't think Terrell Edmonds was going to get to him.
Territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in it 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, here's Tua. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Dolphin. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, come on.
And he'll lose
Get in there.
yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Look at this field goal real quick.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On third down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like,
that's the first time I've seen a block. God damn.
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
Oh, wow.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into
what the fuck?
Play.
The screen got so confusing.
23, a pickup of 4.
Complete to
well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Allen.
Whew, that's a pick. Come on, fellas, react.
And now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold,
damn, throw the ball.
Blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points. And
come on, baby, throw the ball.
Those guys. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
God.
That'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally
bullshit.
until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Damn. Yeah, we about to put Cap in.
I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Why ain't nobody
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Good play.
Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
We're good.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Come on, JP. God damn, stop being afraid to throw that bitch.
The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
What the? This nigga Breida ran crazy. I lost his goddamn mind.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
1-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. Looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Allen.
Oh my.
It's hauled in by Lee Smith.
Yeah, lucky bitch.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. 4 yards.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Ooh,
It's
get outside.
It's
Get
John
outside.
Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for this with Singletary.
No, sir. That's 4 inches.
Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Singletary, they'll run.
I got it.
And he's taken
I
down at the
looked at this.
43.
I knew it was coming.
Picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
John Brown.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Going deep for Diggs.
Look at that. What? Come the fuck on.
Stephon Diggs.
I played it perfect.
On the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Game hate me, bro. I swear to God. If I throw that pass, that's a pick. But if somebody else throws it, it's...
Bills 17. Dolphins 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Then if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10 at the 25.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Come
And this one incomplete.
Come on, man. You telling me that everybody on his team is fucking superstars now, bro? I can't do shit.
Caught in between here because then incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's airing it out for Williams.
What? How?
Coverage and it's intercepted.
I'm in front of this bitch nigga, bro. How is he? That's ridiculous. This man's so broke, bro.
Interception for him now here in this 1st half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does
so
confidence
broke.
start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
Thank you. About goddamn time, y'all. About fucking time, man. Damn.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Help me. This shit tripping.
Pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
Thank you. Let's go.
Down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Good.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How? If I'm reading 55, how do I fucking do the option?
That sends him 2
That's
yards
bullshit.
in the wrong direction. And
Oh,
leads
my
to
Lord.
2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just.
I can't run the option if the nigga I'm running the option all fucking goddamn faking me and going back.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's a toss right side for Breida. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
On the carry.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run with Breida. Fighting for
And then I
the
fuck.
he lost the football. It's
Bro,
a
what in the?
This is picked
I'm
up
good,
by
bro.
the
Fuck
Bills.
that shit, bro.
Opening, and there he
How do I
goes.
keep fucking
He'll take it
fumbling,
across
bro?
midfield to the 46
This
yard
man so
line.
garbage.
So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss
So I didn't catch it.
and everyone knows their
Oh,
role
my
when they
fucking
create a
God.
turnover like that. That was nice work there
It's
defensively.
bullshit every
Now, even though
time.
this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's caught. Smith.
But he can just run my niggas over like we some baby bad
3rd
bitches.
and 5. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it
Tough.
with 11 seconds remaining
Tough.
in this 1st half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with
I swear to
4
God, this
coming
game
up,
broke.
Go ahead and burn it. and say we'll see what happens.
This game broke.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Tua, the final shot before half. He'll get this one.
Now I can catch whatever I fucking want now that I'm down by 14 points. Wow. Let's go.
Already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat
What the
getting
fuck
after
did the
it.
nigga
They're
that
not
was
giving up
guarding
much of
him?
anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's got it to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tua now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Goddamn keep.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
What the f? I never threw it to this nigga. I pump fake. God damn.
Football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy
What
right
the?
there.
Man, fuck this shit, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. Fuck that, bro. This motherfucker ran past a defender, bro. Man, I'm done with Madden. I am done with Madden, bro.
95 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Tua now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
I lost yards.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Thirsty? Go.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let
Come on,
go
baby.
deep
Give me
for
one.
Parker.
Come on. How can... If I'm outrunning him, how can he outrun me? It's like the nigga say, get into a 2nd gear when the motherfucker get the ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Yeah.
Tua to try again on 2nd down.
Can't even get the goddamn ball, oh, man.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
What do you want me to do, Madden? What do you want me to do, bro? I can't throw a better pass than that.
50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
We're not fast enough to outrun no goddamn body. We can't fucking throw go routes because the motherfuckers don't run that shit.
Taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
What? Ah, man, you good, bro. Calm down.
Surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
The Dolphins are trash, bro. They are absolutely trash.
A 1st down carry now for Yell.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On On second down, here's a
His fucking O-line like that, bro. And my Bills team trash when I play with them.
Dolphins 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
How? That shit so fucking weak.
Inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16
I'm
yards.
done
It
doing
sets
that,
him up
man.
1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this nigga still get no.
Nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
I sent the whole fucking house, and Singletary getting 5 yards of carry.
Old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Look at him.
And he takes it in.
I'm done with goddamn Madden, bro. The nigga stopped the spot and didn't go after him.
4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations
I'm done
in
with
the
this
college
goddamn
game,
shit.
you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Jordan Poyer.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Dude, you throwing the ball in the fucking dirt, bro. How can I win a game if you just throwing it in the dirt? You're not pressured, none of that shit.
Even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's good.
That's how I know Madden bullshit. He just had 2 defenders go for the ball. They missed the shit, and I catch the tip. That's how weak this goddamn Madden is.
3-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now look at this big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. It's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen.
And now I even have conservative. I'm conservative.
Forget, absolutely. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple.
No, I'm not even mad no more,
so
bro.
I'm not. Down coming up.
Not even mad no more.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the
Everybody's covered, huh? And they pressure is perfect.
With a rookie quarterback, he's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Tua on 4th down. It's complete to Grant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down and goal to go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
What the?
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
This motherfucker jumped in front of me.
17 yards.
Like he was running the route.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Singletary again. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. He's got a 1st
And it's perfectly blocked, as usual.
Up to the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
Allen on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check.